Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be working with Beauty Forever here, and Beauty Forever sent me this blonde wig, y'all, and this is my first time like ever wearing a blonde wig. I'm not dyeing it, I'm not doing nothing with it, but the wig is a little bit too yellow, so we're first going to start off by toning it. I don't want the wig to be too toned, so I'm going to take my never mind, never mind. Never mind. Oh, I'm trying to be a YouTuber. I'm looking stupid. All right, y'all. I'm so sorry about that mishap. We're gonna take the what's this thing called? Shimmer Light shampoo, and we're gonna pull. And I'm supposed to be mixing. Hold on, y'all. Let me mix it, okay? Then we're gonna come back. Okay. Well, y'all already know that if you do not want the hair to be too toned, don't leave it in for a long time. The longer you leave this in, the longer the hair will get toned. I don't really want the hair to be too toned, so I'm literally just gonna be dipping it in, dipping it out about a good 5 times, and that's it. Because, like I said before, I don't want the hair to be too toned. I still want it to have a little bit of that yellow type of feel to it. So I'm kind of done. I'm done already. Can you believe that? Your girl is done. So yeah. We're about to wash this off, and I'm gonna go ahead and dye these knots because these knots are very white, and I don't want it to be white when I install the wig. So I'm about to show you guys how I get rid of that. Okay guys, so I decided to use the Revlon Color Slick dye, and I think that color was light golden brown, to dye the knots white. I only wanted to dye the knots white, but guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, the hair ended up dyeing I only wanted to dye the knots brown, but the hair ended up dyeing brown as well. So you guys will see it as the finished look. You'll see it's like a little ash brown, and I really wasn't going for that because it kind of messed up my middle part, because it made my middle part look more wider, but everything still came out looking good in the end. But basically, you just want to be careful when you're doing this process. You want to make sure to like lightly press the lace when you're doing this process, and make sure that the hair dye does not go on to the actual hair, because if it does, the hair is going to be brown as well. But if that's what you're going for, then by all means do it, but that's not what I was going for. Guys, so pretty. I did my baby hairs off the camera. I wanted to show you guys the hair. That's why it's like this. So guys, I'm about to do my makeup and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna have our little girl talk of the day. Okay guys, so I am back and this is my hair with the makeup on, and this wig is thebomb.com, but I want to get into the video. Like I said before, I will leave everything down below. This is Beauty Forever wig, and this is not their straight wig, this is body wig, but I just wanted to flat iron it. If you know me, y'all know I love flat iron hair. But I do like to buy body wave wigs because body wave wigs are very thick. So body wave wigs, you know what I mean? Like when you flat iron it, that how gonna be very thick. But I hope you guys got your wine, because I got my wine, and we finna pour up and we finna get into this little girl talk. What should I call this on my channel? Because I really like having girl talks. I don't know, I don't be having time to have girl talks, but I really do be wanting like to talk to y'all and stuff like that. The message of today, it's not just for a relationship, it's for like any, like, it's not just for like a relationship with a boy, like it goes for friendship as well. So like if they're doing any of these things, you gotta leave them alone, bro. They not your friend. He's not your nigga. Oh, this is the Stella Rosa Blueberry. It's really good. It gives me gas though, but it's actually really good. But this is number one of when you know, like, hey, I'ma just leave this whole relationship alone. Number one is when you feel like you're putting more into the relationship than they are. Let's talk about that. So when you always, okay, I'm gonna do it for friendship and then I'm gonna do it for guys. For relationship. So like, let's do relationship first. If you feel like you always have to initiate something with the nigga, especially if you're a girl, like if you're a girl and you feel like you always have to initiate something with a guy, if you feel like you always have to ask a guy like, oh, like, do you want to go here? Or like, oh, like, I seen this, how do you feel about this? And he's saying, yeah, we'll see. What the fuck is there to see? What the fuck is there to see? There was this one guy that I was talking to, y'all, and I always had to initiate shit with him. I always had to say, oh, when are you gonna take me out? And he would lie with his bitch ass. He'll be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take you out. Nigga was a capper. Nigga would be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take you out. We can go to this place. He would be like, oh, you live here, I live here. We can meet each other halfway and go such and such. But y'all, he would not start talking about that until I brought up the topic. Like, it would take me having to bring up, oh, when are you going to take me out? Then he would start saying, if you have to do all that, then nah, like, you should not be with him. If his birthday come around and you buying this nigga a whole bunch of shit, you making sure he fine, even if you're not buying him stuff, but if you are making sure that he's comfortable on his birthday, and when your birthday comes around, he feels the need to start a fight with you or to just ruin your day, that he's not the one. Because it does not matter what you say when it's like a certain person's event. Even if that person irritates you, bro, you're supposed to put your feelings aside because it's their day. And like, you could be like, oh, well, I'm gonna address that with that person the next day. But if he tries to ruin your birthday, that says a lot about him. The nigga does not give a flying fuck about you, because why the fuck are you trying to ruin my birthday? I had a nigga like that. I had a nigga that tried to ruin my birthday last year, as a matter of fact. He started a big ass argument with me on my birthday and it ruined my whole day. Like, he started it in the morning, like in the very morning. He called me to tell me happy birthday, and then after he told me happy birthday, he started arguing with me. I'm looking at him like, the fuck is you calling me, telling me happy birthday, and then arguing with me right after? Like, you could have just texted me happy birthday if you wanted to start arguing with me, you know? And I was just telling him, like, you don't need to be arguing with me on my birthday. And we got into a big ass argument. He tried to accuse me of making fun of his mama, which is deceased. And yeah, me and him do not talk no more. Because it's like, if you feel like you could ruin, if you think it's cute to ruin my birthday, I don't know who you are. Like, I don't know who you are. He stopped talking to me and I stopped talking to him. As for a friendship, it's the same thing. Like, if you feel like you always have to tell a friend, oh, like, let's go here, and that friend is making time for everybody except for you, since 9 times out of 10, that friend is tired of you and that friend does not really enjoy your company anymore. Especially if it's a friend that you were going out with all the time, you were hanging out with all the time, then all of a sudden, that friend does not want to hang out with you. That friend is not including you in their plans. Girl, the friend is tired of your ass, and the friend don't want to be around you, obviously. If you feel like your friend does not make you feel good on your birthday, and the reason why I keep bringing up birthdays is because birthdays is where people show you if they really fuck with you. Your birthday is when people show you if they really fuck with you. All jokes aside. So keep that into consideration. Number 2 goes for friendship, but it can also go for a relationship. If you tell them about themselves, or if you and them get into a little argument and they want to fight you, y'all, first of all, if it's a relationship and you and him get into an argument and he tries to get physical with you, do not ever talk to that nigga again. Because if he can get physical with you, that means that he can do that. That means that he is fighting inner demons. It has nothing to do with you anymore, sis. That means that he can put his hands on anybody that pisses him off, whether it's a nigga or a female. A lot of niggas who beat on females, they say, I'm sorry, I have anger issues, but the same way a bitch press them, if a nigga press them like that, they ain't gonna jump that quick. A lot of niggas that beat on females are pussies and they cannot fight niggas. Like, they would not dare step to a nigga, but they be trying to fucking box with a female. Talk about, I have anger issues at your big age. I don't give a fuck what type of anger issues he has, sis. A nigga should never have anger issues to the point where he feels like he's about to put his hands on you. And it's the same thing with a friendship. Like, if a friendship, if you are arguing with your girlfriend about something and then she says, well, at the end of the day, we can fight. We can fight. Like, it's not nothing. We can fight if that's how you feel. Fine. Now, I can't even cap to y'all. I have told my friends that before. I have told a couple of my friends, like, hey, I can't cap, like, what you trying to do? I have never said we can fight, but I've been like, what you trying to do? Because I'm not gonna lie to you, it's some bitches that be pressing when they get into it. Like, it's some girls that be going hard in the paint when they get into it with people. And the energy that I get, I would never say, do you want to fight, if I'm not receiving that type of energy. If you are arguing, like, let's say you bring to your friend, hey, I don't like how you did A, B, C, D. And the first thing she resorts to is, well, if you don't like it, we can fight. Or we can fight. I don't care. We can fight if you don't like it. That person is bad fucking crazy. Like, the only time that I've been like, which is not good, what I'm doing is not good, but the only time that I've been like, oh, well, if you don't like it, we can fight. Well, I've never said that, first of all. But the only time I've been like, what's up? Like, what you trying to do? If I ask you what you trying to do, I'm getting vibes that you're getting a little bit too, you're getting a little bit too, you know, you get a little bit too physical with me. Like, you're coming towards me, you're charging towards me, and you're going like this in my face. Like, what are you trying to do type shit? Like, it's not me initiating a fight, but it's like, it's basically me asking you, let me know what you're trying to do. Like, let me know what the fuck you're trying to do, because you're coming too strong, shawty. Like, you coming a little bit too fucking strong. You know what I mean? So that's number 2. If they try to get physical with you, bro, leave them the fuck alone, because anybody who could put their hands on you, they don't give a flying fuck about how you look. It's when you fight someone to, like, beat their ass. Like, so if you give them a black eye, if you scratch up their face, if you even people fight and get killed. Like, somebody I know that knows, like, my mom, she just got killed from getting into a fight, like, this week. So it's like, when you fight to harm the person. And if you are friends with someone and you tell them that you don't like something that they're doing, and the first thing they want to do is fight you, they want to harm you, sis. Like, they don't give a fuck about how you look. They don't care about your face. They want your face to be done. And you should never want to be around someone who feels like that towards you. You know what I mean? It holds so good. Okay. Number 3, when you continuously tell them something you don't like and they keep doing it. This goes for friendships and relationships. Another thing is, if you tell them that you don't like something and they say it's not that deep, bro, leave them alone. Because at the end of the day, it does not fucking matter if it's not deep. Of course you don't think it's deep. You did it. You get what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that they're not supposed to think that it's not deep, but that's not the right time to say it. Like, let's say, for instance, like, one of my friends tell me, hey Irene, I don't like when you do I don't like when you do ABCD. And most I'm gonna say is, oh, I didn't know you didn't like that. And it's nothing wrong with saying, oh, like, I didn't think that that will offend you. Okay, I won't do it again. But if you sit up here and tell myself, it's not that deep, like, you're doing too much, like, it's not that fucking deep. I don't give a fuck whether it's deep, undeep, not deep. I don't care. I told you I don't want it done. It does not fucking matter. And the fact that you don't think it's that deep means that you should not fucking do it. Like, if you said that it's not that deep, then don't do it. Like, it should just, like, go over your head. Like, oh yeah, she said don't do it. And it's not that deep, so don't fucking do it. Like, also, if they keep doing it, obviously they do not respect your boundaries and they don't respect you as a whole. So they feel like they can just keep on doing that. Now, at the end of the day, we're human beings. We all make mistakes. I can never sit around and tell you that my friend told me they didn't like something and I stopped doing it. I've had moments where, like, I've done it before, not on purpose, but just like, you know, it's a habit. But like, you know, the difference between like your friend doing it on accident again and your friend actually making it like on some, like, I don't give a fuck about how she feels, I'm gonna do it anyways. And those type of friends and those type, it's really not though, it's really not for friends. Those type of niggas, at the end of the day, a nigga knows when he's doing something that he has no business doing. A nigga knows when he's doing something that could potentially make you mad. And if a nigga feels comfortable enough to do it and you tell the nigga that you do not like when he's doing it and he continues to do it, that nigga does not give a fuck about you. He does not care at all about how you feel about the situation. He just does not care, sweetie. So you need to really stop messing with him. Another way to know when it's time to fall back from the relationship is when you are always there for them, but when it's time for them to be there for you, you're there like nowhere to be found. Crickets. And especially when you see them catering to everybody, but they have not catered to you, you're like, what the fuck? And it kind of goes hand in hand with number one. But like, when you have friends, I'm gonna start with friends first. When you have friends, and you know the funny thing, it's always the friends that you do the most for. It's never the friends that you do the bare minimum for. It's never the friends that y'all don't really do much for. Like, I don't know, for some unknown reason, it's never the friends that you don't do a lot for. The friends that you do the absolute most for be the ones that show their ass in the end. Like, they always show their ass. They don't care. If you are always there for someone, like, you are always there for someone, and when you have hit the lowest, when you've hit the rock bottom, when you are in when you are in like basically something that you can't really get yourself out of, but you just need motivation, you just need support, you just need people to be there to comfort you, and they are nowhere to be found, sis, they don't care about you. They don't care. They don't care. And see, me, I always have to learn that the hard way, because I not that I think the best of everyone, because I really don't, but like, I don't know, like, I sometimes get shocked when that happens to me, because I'm like, damn, like, I've done so much for you. Like, I've been there for you, like, through all your mishaps and stuff like that. And for me to just have one problem and like, you can't even pick up the phone and see if I'm doing fine. You can't even see like how I'm doing. Like, you're just living your life. You're going around as if nothing is going on. And you know for a given fact that I am going through something, and you can't even like call me or anything. That lets you know, girl, they do not care about you. They do not care. They probably cared before, but somewhere around that friendship, around that relationship, something went bad, and they don't care about the relationship no more to care to see how you're doing. The same goes with a nigga. If a nigga cannot comfort you, if a nigga can't see how you're doing, even if you're not going through anything, even if you're just like chilling, and a nigga can't pick up that phone and call you and be like, hey, how you doing? I see that you've been MIA. I see you've been quiet lately. Like, do you got something going on? This and that. If a nigga can't do that, if a nigga can't check on your mental, a nigga does not give a flying fuck about you. That's the best way to see if a nigga likes you. If a nigga cannot mentally check on you, like, check to see how your mental is going on, a nigga does not care about you. Now, don't get that misconstrued and be like, ooh, my nigga, he cares about me. Because it's some niggas that are very manipulative, and they use that as a tactic to get into your head to make you think that they care about you when they really don't. So that's like another way for niggas to be manipulated in the situation. But 9 times out of 10, a nigga who does not care about you will not check to see how you're doing, will not check to see if you're fine. He just gonna be trying to get in them pants. He just, every time you talk to him, he gonna be trying to talk to you about when he can fuck or when you can suck and all that. And the final thing of when you know that it's time to leave a friendship or a relationship alone is when you tell them about themselves and they tell you that's just how they are. Look, sis, I don't give a fuck how you are. I don't care. What the fuck is you telling me that's just how I am for? Like, I don't care that that's how you are. I don't even mind that that's how you are. I know that's how you are. That's why I'm telling you about yourself. That's why I'm telling you that I don't like it. So you can be how you are with your other friends, but don't do it with me. Because I'm telling you that I don't like it. Because see, your other friends, they might not have an issue with what you're doing, but I'm personally telling you that I don't like what you're doing. So for you to tell me that's just how you are, or that you've been doing this for years and nobody's had an issue with it except for me. Okay, well, bitch, if you think that if you personally feel like what I'm telling you is too much for you to handle and you're telling me stuff like that's just how I am, that lets me know that you do not care about the friendship that much to change your habit. Because if you care about a friendship, you will do everything in your power to save that friendship. People who, and that's another thing, I didn't even add that in, but people who just throw away friendships so quickly, or just be like, yeah, whatever, like, yeah, whatever, like, yeah, we got into it, yeah, whatever, da da da. People like that, you got to watch out for. I don't throw away friendship quickly. When friendships come to an end, that means that shit was on its last leg. Now, at the same time, I don't bullshit. Let me tell you that. I don't bullshit with friends. Like, I'm a Virgo, first of all. I am a Virgo. And I've come to find out, like, a lot of Virgos, we don't bullshit. Like, we don't bullshit just in general, not just with friends. And a lot of people, sometimes people be like, sometimes people say stuff like, oh, you have a different friend every year. It says a lot about you. You're the problem. No, it's not always that. Sometimes, you know what it is? This world is fake. That's what the fuck it is. This world is fake, and this world likes living in la 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 land. And as far as I'm concerned, bitch, I'm not fake. I don't want to live in la 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 land. I'm so sorry about it. And that's the reason why I get into it a lot with a lot of my friends. Or like, not that I get into it a lot with my friends, but that's the reason why I fall out with a lot of girls, because girls are weird. I'm so sorry about it. I don't care what nobody says. Girls are very, very weird. Even me, I've done weird shit. Girls in general were just weird. A lot of people don't want to be told nothing. And see, me, I'm going to tell you about yourself. That's me. That's me. If you ever want a friend to tell you about yourself, call my phone. Call me. Like, literally pick up your phone and call me. If you want a friend to tell you about yourself, call me. I'm going to tell you about yourself. I'm going to let you know, hey, you're fucking up. You're getting out the hammer. Let me tell you something. If I don't tell you about yourself, I don't love you. I don't love you at all. If I just let you wonder, if I just let you be, I don't really care for you. You're just like a acquaintance or something like that. But if I actually tell you about yourself and be like, hey, sis, like, you fucking up. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. If I tell you about yourself, I fucks with you. And a lot of people don't want to be told about themselves. A lot of people, they just want to live this la 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 world. And you know the funny thing? A lot of those people that don't want to be told nothing about themselves, they want to tell you everything about yourself. So you mean to tell me that you can tell me everything that you feel about me, but when I'm telling you how I feel about you, I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this. Yeah, you've already told me this. And how many times have you told me what you told me? How many times, sis? But all of a sudden that it's time for you to be told about yourself, you don't want to hear it. You don't want to be told nothing. Okay, so just watch out for those people who basically say that that's just how they are, and they can't change it. Those type of people, bro. Same thing goes with a nigga. For instance, let's say that you see a nigga's Twitter, and if you want to see who a nigga is, like, if you really want to see who a nigga is, go find that Twitter. See, a lot of the times niggas be trying to add you on Instagram and shit. Nah, bitch, I want to see that fucking Twitter. I want to see that fucking Twitter. And don't worry, I always find the Twitter, whether they give it to me or not. When you fuck with a nigga, and let's say that he adds you on Instagram or on Snap, go find that nigga Twitter and see what he have. If you start seeing him liking all these bitches' photos, especially if he's liking the same girl's photo over and over again in a row, he's trying to talk to her. That's how niggas shoot their shot. If you going through his Twitter and you're seeing a whole bunch of sex and shit, he's obviously a horny demon. If you go to the nigga and you tell the nigga, hey, like, I went through your Twitter. I don't like your Twitter. I seen that you did ABCD. I'm really not liking it. Could you please unlike those photos? Or could you please refrain from doing it? The only thing that and 9 times out of 10, if you tell a nigga that you don't like his Twitter, that means that you and the nigga have somewhat established a relationship for you to be able to say that. Because you're not gonna say that for a nigga that you're just like having a little small talk with, you know? Tell a nigga that, the only thing that nigga's supposed to say is, I'm so sorry about it, and he's supposed to unlike those photos. Even if he don't unlike the photos, he's supposed to not do it again. He's supposed to be like, man, like, I fuck with her. I actually like her. Let me refrain from doing that again. If you're talking to a nigga and you tell a nigga that you do not like the fact that he's liking all these girls' photos, and the first thing the nigga tells you is, at the end of the day, this is my Twitter. This is just how I get on Twitter. This is just what I do. You tripping. This is how I get on Twitter. Me liking girls' photos has nothing to do with it. That doesn't mean that I'm trying to talk to them. Sis, just imagine everything he's saying and reverse that bitch. So, at the end of the day, this is just my Twitter. That means I'm trying to shoot my shot at all of them. I like all of them. All the big booty hoes. I want them all. Think about it like that. That's how the fuck he's trying to say it. He is trying to talk to all of them. He is trying to fuck all of them. He's trying to fuck all of them. It's no reason why you should be liking one specific bitch's all of her fucking media. It's no reason. It's no reason. You're trying to talk to her. You're trying to talk to her. Especially if she lives in your hometown. You're trying to talk to her. So sorry about it. Like, I had this one nigga. I told him that I didn't like it. And he literally said, I'm so sorry about it. I will never do it again as long as I talk to you. And he went and he deleted everything. He deleted all of it. I did not see it. Now, his ass went and did some bullshit later on. Some girl came to me as a woman. But But the fact that he respected my boundaries when I told him that I didn't like that just lets you know that he somewhat in that moment cared about how I felt about the situation and what he was doing, you know. Now, some niggas, they just can't help themselves. They always gonna have more than one bitch on their hip, you know. And I personally feel like he was one of them, but I do feel like he liked me. And that's how you would know that a nigga really likes you. And not that a nigga likes you, but that's how you know that a nigga wants to build a relationship with you. When you tell him that you don't like something in the beginning and he switches it and he doesn't hit you with the, that's what I've been doing before you came here and this and that. Whenever a nigga says something like that, that just means that a nigga is basically telling you, bitch, that's just how I feel. Like, you can't change me type shit. And yeah, but this is the ending of this video. If you guys like more girl talks like this, let me know, y'all. I have a lot of shit to say. I have so much shit to say, man. Yeah, y'all, let me know what we're gonna name this series. And if you guys like this series, let me know. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.